Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday morning, Dooger. How are you all? Oh, it looks fuzzy again. I just can't keep up with all of the issues that I have with my webcams. I'll never win. Mew, thank you so much for the 5 months. And My Conductor, thank you so much for the 10 months. Does it look okay to you guys? It looks fuzzy to me. It looks like I'm in the Labyrinth dream sequence. You know, where everybody's dancing and shit. I feel like I'm in the Labyrinth dream sequence. It looks fine. The mic is in focus. Classic. It's a little fuzzy, but don't worry. It looks okay for a stream. You look dreamy, right? Like in the Labyrinth. We're all going to start dancing. I'm going to be dressed as Naruto. David Bowie's going to be like, what the fuck? That was not the dress code. Mad Griever, thank you for the 42 months. Mutinic, thank you for the 36. Happy 3 years. I graduated a couple of weeks ago. Thanks for 3 years of chill vibes to counter the chaos of uni. Oh, congratulations. Mana Leaf T, thank you so much for the 9 months. Happy Twitch baby. Silent Zeno, thank you for the 23. Cool Cottonwood, thank you for the 3 months. Beard Acknowledge, thank you for the 23. And Koa, thank you for the 7. Bloodfire for the 27. Determined Mar, thank you for the 3. And Sharkabatu, thank you so much for the 8. A Naruto dance party? Hell yeah. Right? Can you imagine? Oh my god. I want this to happen now. Everybody dressed up as Naruto characters, but it's like a ballroom setting and everybody has to ballroom dance. Fuck. What a great day that would be. Why isn't anyone making this yet? On YouTube, it's called Soft Focus. Hello, welcome to my Soft Focus Naruto-themed David Bowie dream sequence from the Labyrinth. It's a long title, but it's worth it for the payoff. Who would Itachi dance with? Himself. May your day be great. Thank you for the 3 months. Ray Spark, thank you for the 25. And Haluja, thank you so much for the 7. Where does this go? Wait a minute. There's something going on here. No, this. Where does this go? This goes, to that. How odd. I plugged it into a different USB port. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's the port. Maybe that's why it looks odd. But I can't find another area that it could have possibly plugged into because everything else has been plugged in forever. So I'm like, what is... Okay. That's fine. That's fine. How am I feeling? I'm okay. Yeah, I'm much better than I was yesterday. Yesterday I woke up and like there was so much just pressure in my head. My ears hurt. Like, it was not great. So I napped a lot. I slept a lot yesterday. And then, this morning I woke up and I still feel like snotty, if that makes sense. But other than that, I'm okay. There's still like some weird achiness in my head, but it's okay. Book Llama, thank you so much for the 2 months. I've been watching since the TGS days. I just got the money to sub. I appreciate all the chill content. Thank you so much, Book Llama. And thank you for following me for so long. I liked the Steam notification. It was a Guildho reference. It sure was. Harper, thank you for the 15 months. How are you, dude? Was it Gerard that brought all this equipment 3 months ago? I want to thank him again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he brought all of my stuff over from the office. Like a sweetie patoot. Like a sweetie pants. Tixalore, thank you so much for the 3 months. Zoror, thank you for the 29. And Lunar Skycat, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. When the stream is over today, at some point in the early afternoon, we are going to be having 2 more AC boys coming over to check out the house. The owner got the quote for how much money it would cost, and she was like, no, that's way too much. Just decided to bring over a couple more people to see if we can get a lower quote. So we got more AC boys in the house. Not right now, but later, you know. Christoph, thank you for the 18 months. A Crumbling Biscuit, thank you for the 11. Tons of Mayo, thank you for the 13. And Muna Drawson, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. What has the quote been like so far? I'm just curious. This last quote was $16,000. Because all of the piping in the house has to be replaced. They found, we haven't turned anything on while we've lived here. Nothing uses it, but it already has like ducts everywhere, right? So all of the duct work has to be replaced in this house, because they found asbestos in there. So regardless of whether or not we actually get an AC unit, the ductwork still has to be replaced because they can't just leave asbestos sitting in the house, right? Especially we've got a baby. So we have to replace all of the ductwork, and hopefully, if we can get the cost low enough, get a new AC unit, like all hooked up and stuff. So, yeah. It's going to be an expensive endeavor, but now that we know that that's up there, I'm like, well, regardless, I'm going to request that we get the ductwork changed. But yeah, all of these companies are trying to get you, which makes sense. They want you to have like a super energy efficient AC unit, which is fine, but they're more expensive. So, yeah. So when she heard that quote, she was like, she's a contractor. She works on houses all the time. So she was like, I think we can do this for much cheaper than that. So she's having more boys come over. Try in winter. It might be cheaper then. Oh, you mean when it's not this hot? Can you explain what a contractor is? Oh, it's somebody who it's somebody that you would pay to do work on your house, whether it's like foundation work or, busting out a wall and putting a new wall in, redoing your bathroom. Like they know how to do everything in regards to a house, typically. So, yeah, so she and her brother, I guess, have like a whole company that does all of that stuff. Does your heating not use those ducts? We don't use heating either. But yes, it's hooked up for whatever heating or AC or whatever. It's just that nothing uses it right now. Do you have a podcast? I'm new here. Well, welcome. How are you? Oh my God, it's fucking hot. I am on a podcast called the Co-optional Podcast. That happens every week. And then I'm also on a manga podcast that's like a book club called Manga Pod. But I personally do not have a podcast. Although I'm thinking about making a parent-themed one. Just so I can get out. I feel like almost every time we sit down to chitty chat here, I wind up spending so much time talking about baby shit. I could just fucking get all that shit out, right? And then maybe I wouldn't inundate you guys with it. Avi, thank you for gifting us up to Mighty Deacon. Welcome to your 7th month. Imthoms, thank you for the 11 months. Adept, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Katogungu. The First Mojo, thank you for the 13. Evie Power, thank you for the 11. Erwin Blah, thank you for the 7. Heart's Ease for the 7 as well. Reinoshi, thank you for the 5 months. Daxnar, thank you for the 13. Airheaded Angel, thank you for the 22. Zark, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. MLM, thank you for the 4 months. Long Sock, thank you for the 2 months. And Metafighter, thank you for the 31. I haven't caught a stream for so long now because of my new work schedule. I'm happy to catch an SMD live. Aw, thank you. And the Echo Technical, thank you for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. What you're saying is we want to talk about breastfeeding today. You know, not if you don't bring it up. Now it's brought up. We could talk about it right now and it would be all your fault. Two moms and a crendor. Oof. Yeah, I was joking that I would call it mom culture, but I know a lot of dads, and I don't, not that I think that any of those dads would be like offended being on a podcast called mom culture, but I'm like, I just want it to be about parenting, right? So maybe I just needed to think of a funny name that's maybe like a baby goof and not a mom goof or a dad goof, you know? I would definitely be interested in a parenting podcast. We're going to be parents soon. Oh, congratulations. I am a brand new mommy. So call it Parent Trap. Oh shit. Somebody's already gotta have that podcast. Parent Trap podcast. The Parent Trap podcast. Yeah. Listen to 3 millennials discuss parenting in today's society and everything in between. Yep, somebody thought of it. Understandably. Baby makers.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
Lord Bog, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. Deegan Dune, thank you so much for the 19 months. And Rapid Ninja, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Katogangu. Thank you, everybody who's using your Prime subs on me. I'm seeing a lot of those. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A Disney cease and desist is incoming. Oof. Parent optional podcast. Dodgers and Dadgers. That's such a good name. Dodgers and Dadgers. Fuck. God, it keeps borking. Hold on. This is unacceptable. I hate this. Okay, where is this one going? No, not this one. What are you going to? Nothing? Okay, hold on. And then I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. Oh, Lord, I'm frozen. Okay. I feel like that looks better, right? Was it just the... Fascinating. It looks so much cleaner now. We're no longer in the labyrinth. Fuck. Like, what happened there? This is the port, I guess. Weird. Super Pursuit, thank you for the 42 months. And Master Snorlax, thank you for the 23. Huh. Rip Naruto Dance Party. We can still have a Naruto Dance Party. It just can't be in the labyrinth. Jareth booted you out. Fair. We escaped the labyrinth. That is not hard to do. Okay, all you have to do is go to David Bowie and be like, I'm going to quote a book at you. And then it just crumbles to pieces. Dallas Maniac, thank you for the 41 months. Hukan, thank you for the 42 as well. 3.5 years. I haven't had relationships that lasted that long. What is wrong with me? Well, I appreciate that you're here. Aw, thank you, Zico. Get lots of beauty sleep. She does sleep really well. It's awesome. And ever so slowly, she's sleeping longer and longer and longer. It's so great. So now she typically like falls asleep for the night around 11 and then wakes up at 7. So good. So good. I'm like, is this what we need to do? We just add like an hour to the back end, just ever so slowly. you have any problems from all the wildfires in California? No, fortunately, where we are has never been affected by any of the wildfires. The ones in like northern Hollywood or the ones that are currently going on. Um, God, is there more containment now in Northern California or no? Nag, nag, nag. Thank you for gifting a sub to Super Rave Monster. Welcome to your second month. Soul Edgar, thank you for the 3 years. Happy anniversary. I appreciate all the support. Rebecca Neko, thank you for the 2 years. Appreciate the support from you as well. Happy anniversary. Videus, thank you for the 21 months. And Odious Spoons, thank you for the 3. Except the wildfire that is your video game skills. You know it, fam. I'm 2 hours away from the huge wildfire right now. The air quality is so bad. Oof, I bet. Containment isn't that much better yet. They're still at only like 20%. Oh, 41%. That's better. It's not good, but it's better. Ugh. Hi, Two-Fan. How are you? Yeah, it's because of the drought here. California, the second that a fire starts, it's just everything's so dry. So, be more careful. Any of you out there who are like, you know what I really want to do is go into the middle of the woods and start a firework. Don't do that. Maybe just don't do that. Any of you who are like, I love camping, you know what I love even more is starting a campfire and then just leaving it. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. Imbris Noctis, thank you for the 17 months. Figgity Jones, thank you so much for the biddies. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I am feeling much better today, which means that my day is starting off wonderful for sure. On a scale of All Might to Saitama, how strong is Clark going to be? I was doing one of those. I have an app that gives you like it gives you like activities that you can do with your baby to try and help with whatever skills they're like developing. And I popped it I don't open it very often, to be honest, but I popped it open and it was like, Clark is 3 months old now. Let's reassess what she's good at, basically. And it gives you like a communication questionnaire, a physical questionnaire, and one other thing. I think it's like her thinking process. And the physical things that she's able to do right now, the thing is like, you probably won't see your baby doing this until they're 5 or 6 months old. And I'm like, what? It's crazy. She like just turns 3 months and she's like trying really hard to sit up. And this thing was like, yeah, you might not see this until like 5 months. And I'm like, no, we're there. We're already there. She can flip around. She can nearly sit up. It's shit fucking crazy. But then the things that are like, one of the questions was like, said that around 1 or 2 months is typically when babies become extremely interested in the mirror. She could not give a fuck, guys. We put her in front of the mirror and we're like, who's that baby? And she looks away. She doesn't care at all. And it's like, the baby pretty soon should be really interested in its reflection. And I'm like, no, she So she put all of her upgrade points into strength, and that's it. She's just like, I'm gonna ride out this build for as long as I can. They're like, do you want some intelligence or wisdom? And she's like, no, thank you. Strength, dex, that's all I need. I already know that's me. I look fabulous. Yeah, why are you showing myself? Vluivis, thank you so much for the 7 months. This is Shay. Thank you so much for the 41. Aoi Miyamori, thank you so much for the 26. You too, thank you for the 3. Dark Forsaken, thank you for the 28. And Wayfaring Sage, thank you for the 8 months. She's gonna be a tanker. Last night, I'm trying to remember. Oh, so her little swing. We haven't put her in the swing in a long time. Because she used to like just seem kind of uncomfortable in it. And Sam was like, well, she's really wanting to sit up now and like see stuff. So she'll probably like sitting in the swing right now because it kind of puts her at like a good angle to see what's going on. So we were like, okay, we'll put her in the swing while we're playing Pixelmon. Put her in the swing. But she's also, her favorite thing right now is to just like kick constantly to like get her feet under things and like push. So when we put her in the lounger, she basically like pushes herself off of it. So terrifying. Don't put her in the lounger anymore. When we put her in the swing, we realized that she like you could just hear the swing like clanking because she's like fucking like smashing at it. And we're like, could you chill? Can you just chill out a little bit? Jesus Christ. So it's like really scary. It feels like she's just gonna like, kick herself off of everything. And the swing, I remember why I was talking about this now. The swing was playing the like da 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 da, right? So it's playing that song and we're like lifting her out of the swing because we're like, well, Jesus Christ, apparently you're just too intense for literally any lounging anything right now. And I was like, and she... Oh, that's right. I was like making her dance to the music. And I was like, maybe one day you'll be like a prima ballerina and you'll be dancing to this music and it'll be amazing. And then there was a pause and I was like, or maybe one day you'll be a heavyweight boxer and somebody who's a huge fan will make some kind of a clip video of all of the people you've knocked out this year and put it to this music. And Sam was like, what are you telling our daughter right now? Like, it could be both. She could be a heavyweight boxer and a prima ballerina, maybe. Maybe not. Razor Dragon, thank you for the 46 months. Black Wings, thank you for the 21. And Sassy Servine, thank you for the 3 months. Ex-ballerina here. That's not a fun dance. My poor feet. Man, I never did very much ballet. Because I saw, like, legitimately, it was because I saw pictures of ballerina feet and I got terrified. I was like, I don't want my feet to be all messed up, man. I've always loved dancing, right? I've always loved dancing. Dancing has always been so fun for me, but ballet was so scary. Because I saw those pictures of their feet. I was like, oof. Dr. John, what's up, dude? Thank you for the 17 months. My sub is still in diapers. It struggles with toilet time. Yeah, probably. I got away okay. I also didn't do it professionally. Have you tried the new DLC for Darkest Dungeon? I still haven't. Oh my god. What's wrong with me? I still haven't done that. If our daughter is anything like a One Piece character, I'll be slightly concerned. But look, it's her life. Yeah, Miss Random Badger in chat is the one whose wedding I was in. So if you haven't seen her since then, can we get some doogies in chat for Badger? It was lovely. It was a very beautiful wedding. How's Pixelmon with the boys and Ruby? I'm trying to figure out what's going to be doable for me in Pixelmon. Because, so the boys are all, well, the boys and Ruby, the gang everybody's like trying to basically become the very best like Pokemon trainers right now, right? I don't I'm at a disadvantage because I don't know very much about Pokemon Beyond Gen 1, and I also don't know very much about Minecraft. So Sam showed me like the basics, right? And I was like, "Oh, I really want to do ghosts." So I started like going ham on ghosts. I have like an all ghosty team. It's very fun. Um and I found myself just sitting around for like way too long making Pokeballs. Like just like harvesting everything I needed and just making shitloads of Pokeballs. And I was like, this is oddly very satisfying for me to just sit around and make Pokeballs, even though I'm not running around like grabbing a bunch of stuff. I've just made like tons of Pokeballs, right? And I was like, Sam, since I don't know how much I'll be able to like commit to this whole Pixelmon adventure like on a regular basis, right? What if I'm just a creepy old lady? What if I'm just a creepy old lady that walks around selling Pokeballs to people? Like just this, because it's all like you just hear this little voice like, Ultra Balls for sale. Ultra Balls for sale. Just walking around the world. And if you find me, I'll sell you Ultra Balls. That's what I want to do. That's all that I want to do. It's just make shitloads of Pokeballs and then walk around like a big old creep. Cool Boruto's dad shirt. Thank you. I want to believe it. It's a good shirt. That'll get boring fast. You don't know me. Here's the thing, right? Is the reason that I think I could totally do this and have a lot of fun with it is that it's just very hard to actually play the game with the baby. Like when I'm by myself and I have the kid, right? And I'm playing this game, I'm stopping constantly. So I think the idea of me being like a trainer who actually has like a high tier team, even though I don't know shit about Pokemon, and is able to like commit to hours of just like, come at me, bitches. I just don't think that that's going to happen. What I do think is totally doable is me just like just walking around selling Ultra Balls. I think I could do that. Here's the problem though. I'm eventually going to run out of iron. I need iron in order to make Pokeballs. I've gotten a lot of iron, but I'm to the point now where every direction that I go, I run into another cave system that somebody else has dug, and I'm like, fuck. I'm going to have to move soon. I have this great little hidden cabin in the middle of nowhere that's surrounded by trees, so you can't even see it. And I'm going to need to move because I'm going to get all of the fucking iron. So what I'm thinking, right, is depending on what I need currently, whether I'm like, I need coal or I need iron or whatever, I should never need berries. If I have like a good orchard going, I should never need berries. But I think that when I sell the balls, I'll sell them for iron. I think that that's the way that I'm going to have to do it. Just dig down. I did. I hit bedrock 4 times. And Gmart was like, stop digging down, you fucking idiot. I was like, I keep hitting bedrock, guys. And they were like, yeah, stop digging down. But if I dig to the side, I hit other people's shit. It's been fun. It has been fun. Jinster, thank you so much for subscribing. Ukofin, thank you so much for subscribing as well. Both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. I hope you're having fun. Nag, thank you for gifting a sub to Me Like Small Matters. Me Like Small Matters, welcome to the Cat Gang as well. Garen SRG, thank you for the 7 months. FNA Plays, thank you for the 11. Septic Shadow, thank you so much for the host. Just Vims, thank you for the 9 months. Happy Twitch baby. Multi987, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. Cineswarm, thank you for the 11 months. Anthonius, thank you for the 25. Hailzors, thank you for the 6. Nerds of the Hawk, thank you for the 9. Happy Twitch baby to you as well. And Nag, thank you for gifting another sub to Coop15. Coop, welcome to your 2nd month. I love your Naruto shirt. Thank you. I also love this shirt. The same person who made this made the Snorlax shirt that says just chill on it. I bought that for Sam and he was like, haha, funny shirt, and has never worn it, so I just wear it all the time. That happens way too often where I'm like, this is a funny ass shirt and Sam's gonna love it, and I buy it and he's just like, haha, cool shirt, and doesn't touch it. I'm like, well, I guess I bought myself a gigantic shirt to wear. You're making me want to play Minecraft again, and that's not okay. I've never like gotten super hard into Minecraft. It's another one of those games, you know how like I've talked before about how I don't do very well with survival-y games because I hit a wall where I just don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm hitting with Pixelmon as well already, where I'm just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do after this. Like I've started grabbing plants and shit so that I can just make dyes. I don't know what I want to use the dyes for, but it's just something to do. Like, just make shitloads of dyes. I don't know. So yeah, I just, you know, there are people that play games like Minecraft and they're like, holy shit, look at all this redstone I have. I could totally turn this into a mechanism that does X and Y and Z. And I'm just like, oh, when I click on the crafting table, it says I could make a blue dye. I guess I'll do that. I don't have, for some reason, I just don't have the right like level of imagination to understand like the process for those sorts of games. Like, I get that you have to look at the game as a whole and be like, I really want to do this next. This is so sad. I just have no goals. I have no goals. I walk into the ghost towers every now and then. I'm like, oh, sick. A Pokemon. I'll take that. So yeah. I would really love, here's my goal Pokemon wise. I would really love to have a Mimikyu. I know that Ruby was given a Mimikyu and I have a Ditto, so we could like breed them if we wanted to. I haven't told her that. I should tell her that. We could breed Mimikyu, which would be rad. So there's that. But I only really know like Gen 1 Pokemon. So I keep running into Pokemon and then having to Google whether or not they're ghost. Like sometimes it's obvious, right? Some of them are literally like floating creepazoids and I'm like, that's probably a ghost. And guess what? It normally is. It's either a ghost or it's a poison always. When I started grabbing ghost Pokemon, Sam was like, are you sure that you want to be ghost? Because there are lots of other like types that aren't taken. He was like, nobody's taken a poison, like nobody's doing poison Pokemon at all. So you could be the poison person if you wanted to. And I was like, oh, interesting. And then Gmart was like, hey, I just found a really rare ghost Pokemon. Do you want it? And I was like, sure. And he gave it to me. And I was like, yeah, maybe I will do poison. And Sam was like, what? No, you have like a super rare ghost Pokemon now. You can't just like, you're ghost now. It's like, oh, fuck. Okay. I didn't realize. Just go all in on Ekans. Yeah, I keep running into like Ekans and coughing, and Paras is like a bug poison, isn't he? Or no, he's not, is he? Fuck. I don't know. I have no idea what anything is. I'm bad at Pokemon, guys. OMG, a poo-poo laser. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Auratus. Auratus, welcome to the Cat Gang. Stormcorp, thank you for gifting a sub to This is Veronica. This is Veronica. Welcome to the Cat Gang as well. Denabrode, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Miori. Miori, welcome to your 25th month. How are you? Mono Pandora, thank you so much for subscribing. Rima, thank you so much for subscribing. Both of you, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Jazz Jackrabbit, thank you for the 25 months. I was really hoping that burp wasn't going to escape while I was reading those off because I would have felt really bad, but I could feel it like starting. Mama Shady, thank you so much for the 4 bits. The only thing I know about Pokemon is I like Pikachu. The only Pokemon that's from a different generation other than Gen 1 that I'm really invested in is Swaddaloon, because Swaddaloon is such a mood. But aside from that, I really just need, yeah, oh my god, I just need Kells like on call always. I just need Pokekells. I just need her. So I can just be like, hey, what's this? What Pokemon did he give you? He gave me a Hoopa? Right? A level 70 Hoopa? Yeah. And it's really fucked me up, to be honest, because everything else that I had was like level 20. And now I have a level 70 Hoopa. And now when I fight things that are level like 35, like all of the Haunters, whenever I go to fight a Haunter, and the quick balls do not work on them, which pisses me off. Anytime I go to fight a Haunter, I'm like, I can't use the Hoopa because he's got an ability called Zen Headbutt. If I headbutt these things, they just insta die. So, hi Gmart. I'm talking about the Hoopa. So if I use the Hoopa on these guys, they just insta die. And all my other Pokemon, if I use them against Haunter does one thing and they insta die. So I can't, I just can't get a fucking Haunter to save my life. It's a legendary. Yes, that's what he said. He didn't say it was rare. He said it was legendary. Quick ball to the day I die. I've tried using a quick ball on a Haunter so many times. And they're just like, no, fuck you. I'm like, okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, what do Hoopas turn into? Because Hoopa is like... Hoopa becomes something else, right? Bulbapedia, sure. Yeah. Hoopa Confined and Hoopa Unbound. Wait, what the fuck is that? What does that mean? Jesus Christ. I can't keep up. Unbound. What is... Oh, no, these are stats. I don't need stats. I want to know what the fuck this means. He's in the anime, guys. Buckle the fuck up. It has an unleashed form. How do you unleash it? It has different forms. How do you use a different form? I hate this. You know what was awesome though? Oh my god. There was a huge rare Steelix that was right outside my house and I was like, Sam, do I have anything that could do any damage to this guy? And Sam was like, not really, but you might as well try to fight him because if you can kill a rare, because you can't capture them, if you can kill a rare, you'll get a bunch of stuff out of it. So you might as well just try to fight him and just see what happens. And I was like, okay. He couldn't, because all of my Pokemon are ghosts. Steelix couldn't do anything to any of them. It was amazing. But he kept hardening. So it was like 20 minutes of me like will-o-wisping. It was so dumb. Like this giant Steelix just like... What up, bitch? I just had my little fucking lantern Pokemon out there just like, pew, pew. It took forever, but he couldn't hit me. So he like did no damage to me at all. I was just like, me. Sam was like, holy shit, you lucked out because their abilities are randomized. So he obviously just didn't have anything that he could use against you. Amazing. Kostjak, thank you so much for the donation. Is there a cat gang sign? If not, make one right now and just stick with it. I can't commit to that. What if I do a real existing gang sign? And I'm like, yep, this is the cat gang sign. Ugh. I'll have to do research into other gangs, I guess. Sis Squared, thank you so much for the biddies. Ficonspic, thank you so much for the 3 months. And Wiz King, thank you for the 23. We're talking about Pixelmon. It's a Minecraft mod that makes it so that you play Minecraft, but there are Pokemon everywhere. Why are all of your Pokemon ghosts? Because I love ghosts, and everybody else who's playing, all the rest of the gang that's playing are all like focusing on one specific type because they all want to be like gym leaders, basically. So yeah. So I was like, oh, I want to be Ghost. And everybody was like, oh, Ruby's Ghost. But Ruby had found an area with 2 ghost towers like right next to each other. So she was like, oh my God, we could be like the Spooky Sisters. And I was like, okay. Again, because I don't know like how much time I'll be able to like commit to this game, like if the baby's being crazy, right? So I was like, oh, that works out great. Because then Ruby's like the face of the whole thing, and I can just be like a weird creepo. You need to use Prison Bottle. It goes back to normal after 3 days. Oof, okay. Do y'all stream Pixelmon? I have never streamed it. I've just been playing it on my off time. But Sam's been streaming it, yeah. I think everybody has. I think. There's the podcast name, Spooky Sisters. Hi, Bait and Switch. This is a podcast about parenting. I hate streaming it. There's so much mindless stuff. What do you mean? Like, you hate streaming it because there isn't much going on for the most part? Because you're just, like, doing repetitive stuff? Why didn't you just do Cat Gang? Use only cat-looking Pokemon? There are a lot of those. I've been in basically one area of this entire Minecraft map, and I've already run into 3 different Pokemon that just look like cats. You're right. Holy shit. Wait. Oh my God. That would totally work. If I'm just like this creepy old lady who only has cats. Wait. Fuck. Wait, that's really funny though. Are you actually following through with this and making a parenting podcast? I'm currently talking with a couple of people to see if they'd want to be like the other members of the podcast. Yeah. Changed the game. The whole game is different now. Wait, but my Hoopa. No, you don't look anything like a cat. I can't even pretend. What am I going to do with my Hoopa? I guess I can give him to Ruby. Oh. But Hoopa. But Hoopa. Just give him back. I'll find a better home somewhere where he's loved. No! Obsidian Jeff, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Katogangu. Hoopa and the Cats. Welcome to my podcast, Hoopa and the Cats. It's about parenting. If you love it, set it free. AKA give it back to Gmart. Does your mug match your ghost cat shirt? No. No, sorry. That took me a minute. I was like, what? It says Le Lapin. It's got bunnies all over it. I've had this mug for a very long time, too. I love your nails. Oh, thank you. I can't remember what the nail polish is called, but Yeah, it's pretty, right? It's very like chill mauve. Relief, thank you for the 28 months. And Undead Cats, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. It sounds like you were already technically part of a Cat Gang, but you're in ours now, so. Are you actually making that parenting podcast? Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah. There's another podcast called One Bad Mother that's in the Maximum Fun network. It's the same people that have Mabim Bam and all of that. And I've never listened to it, but I've been thinking about listening to it to see if it's anything like what I'm thinking it would be like. I love the Instagram post you've been doing. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't. Yesterday's post was literally just, I don't feel good, so here you go. Is it a coppery color? It's kind of purpley. But yeah, I guess it's like one shade toward purple from a penny. Yeah. Paternity bonus. Huberticus, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. And Regix, thank you so much for the 35 months. Like rose gold? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, kind of rose goldy. Yeah. That works. There's apparently a shitload of cat Pokemon. You could definitely have a crazy cat gym. Oh no. This is a terrible idea. This is a terrible, terrible idea. Cabrid, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. Here's the here's the other thing, right? Is that could kind of work. Sorry, okay, different thoughts happening at the same time. Watching Sam, and I realized that I shouldn't use Sam as my like bench of reference for how hard I should go on a game. Sam is like, yesterday, people were talking about how it's like really hard to focus sometimes on specific aspects of games. And I was thinking to myself, holy shit, that's like literally the opposite problem that Sam has. Because Sam can focus so hard on a game that it's absolutely incredible to me, right? He just like, he knows what monotonous thing needs to be done in order to be the best, and he will do it all day. He will do it all fucking day. And I can't. It's incredible. So I'm sitting right here on the laptop playing, right? Just like gathering my fucking berries and shit. And then I look over and Sam's got like calculators and shit up on the screen. I was like, what are you doing? He tried to explain it to me and I don't get it. I still don't understand what he was doing. But like that's honestly the biggest reason that I'm like, I can't be going as ham as everybody else. I won't be able to do it. I won't. I can't. A game is good if you need a few Excel sheets to manage it. I have more than once found Excel sheets open on Sam's computer. He's been playing something and I'm like, what is this? I'm only breeding one Pokemon, not even a whole team. It's so boring. Are you just trying to get like the right nature? I only know that term from talking with Sam. Are you just trying to get like the right nature for the Pokemon that you're going for? Sam linked me some fucking numbers and told me I'm just putting this here for myself. There's no way the majority of people are bothering with EVs and IVs. I don't know. Oh, Dodger nature is just the start. Oh, God. I can't. I don't know. It's too much, right? Like, what is much more my speed? Here was the other thing that I was thinking about when I started talking about this and like had to stop one train of thought. Yeah, everybody is breeding right now. Like the first day that I was playing, Kraken was in chat being like, yo, anybody got dittos? Who's got dittos? Yo guys, I've got a really good fucking keychain Pokemon. I don't know. Like, it's just crazy. Yeah, everybody's trying to breed in that game currently, and I don't know how you do it. And I don't know anything. I don't fucking know anything about Pokemon. I don't know anything about Pokemon. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, there's just like a bunch of animals, and you grab them, and then you fight with them, right? I didn't know that it got so deep. I didn't realize. Anyways, so in my mind, somebody was like, you should have a cat gym, right? And I was like, that's a terrible idea. Again, because like nobody wants me to pretend to run a gym. Nobody wants me to pretend to run a gym, right? Because like I won't be there half the time. But then I thought, wait, this is perfect. Because if I'm a fucking cat Pokemon trainer, just put up a sign when I'm not there that says napping. People will come by all the time and it'll just always say that I'm napping. It's perfect. It's foolproof, really. Shit. That's true, Gmart. And at least in the anime, people just like fucking leave their gyms all the time. But they also in like the anime and in the games, it's also like there's the gym leader and then there's like a million little fucking like extras, right? Right? Like you walk in and there's just a bunch of people who are like, "Hi. I'm not the gym leader, but I just hang out here all the time. Let's fight." Gym is closed 6 to 12 hours. Please come back later. But the sign never changes. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Fuck. The let's see if you can hang employees. They're just like super protective of the gym leaders. Do the extras even get paid? I always assumed they were just like, they paid a gym membership. So it's the opposite. I don't know why this is so funny. Just coerce Sam into breeding you min-maxed cats. He loves that nonsense. No. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna get cats. I have a couple already. I'm gonna get cats. And then I'm gonna get cats and then I'm gonna look up what nature is the best nature for them. Or wait, what are all of the hold on. Wait a minute. Pokemon natures. I don't even know what natures there are. Show me all of them. Hardy, lonely, brave, adamant, naughty, bold, docile, relaxed. Wait, docile gets no stats. Wow, that's fucked up. Docile, relaxed, impish. So, like, the way that natures work, Sam was explaining it to me. That's the only reason why I know. The way that natures work is depending on the nature, you get, like, increased and decreased stats. So, like, adamant gives you increased attack, right? So, depending on the Pokemon, like, what type they are, you want them to have different kinds of natures because it'll help with what they're already good at, is the idea. Oh my god. I just need all cats that all have docile as their nature. We're like not even good at anything. Docile, relaxed, impish, lax, timid, hasty, serious, jolly, naive, modest, mild, quiet, bashful, rash, calm, gentle, sassy, careful, and quirky. Quirky, bashful, serious, and docile and hardy do not give any benefits whatsoever. Why is that? That's so dumb. That's so weird. I just don't understand. How weird. Adamant was the golden one. Yeah, that's what Sam was saying. They also don't get any negatives. I mean, I guess that's true. Sure, yeah. Yeah, because everything has an increased stat and a decreased stat, right? So I guess, yeah, that's true. They just are. It's because they add and subtract from the same stat. Oh. So hardy is like increased attack, but also decreased attack. So it's just nothing. Interesting. That's weird. It sounds like you're naming the dwarves. The 24 dwarves. Pow's Journey, thank you for the 14. Banana Palm, thank you for the 30. Zabarick, thank you for the 19. And Rory, thank you for the 2.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
Fuck, this is dumb and funny.
Cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
I feel invigorated now. I have like new goals. I have a new goal. I just need to find the perfect place to put like a fucking creepy cat looking house. Q Cronad, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. Mana Cactus, thank you so much for subscribing as well. Welcome, welcome. And Katas, thank you so much for subscribing. All three of you, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate the support. No, this is not Pokemon Go. This is Pixelmon, which is a Pokemon mod for Minecraft. So I was saying at the beginning of this conversation, I was saying that like I feel like I'm at a huge disadvantage because I don't know shit about Minecraft and I don't know shit about Pokemon past Gen 1. I went really ham on Pokemon when it like first came out in America, and then like never really went ham on it again. It was just Gen 1 that I really, really loved. I remember I spent I had a like pretty decent sized white piece of paper that I drew all of the Gen 1 Pokemon on, but I was trying to do it from memory. It was such a strange challenge for myself. I like drew every single one of the 150 Pokemon on this piece of paper. So I had like Pikachu super big in the middle, and then I just like went out, like worked my way out. And I've wondered before where that is. Because I'm sure some of them looked really, like didn't quite look right. 151. Oh, I'm sorry. PJ the Villain, thank you so much for the biddies. Shut up and take my money. Please don't shut up. Never stop talking. Thank you. I don't intend to. Build a cat cafe to lure people in, and then it turns out to be a gym that's also closed. Wait a minute. No, this is too intense. This is how it happens. I'm starting to understand. This is how it happens for people. You know those bars? You know those bars that are like, you walk in and it looks like I've never been to anything like this. I've just heard from friends that these exist. You walk in and it just looks like a normal store, but then there's like a secret door that takes you into like an underground bar or some shit. Hear me out. I make a cat cafe. I put it in the middle of nowhere. Right? Right? And there's a plate somewhere, and if you step on it, it opens up a secret door, and inside is a gym. An abandoned gym. It's just like so like too intense. Like there's all of this like pomp and circumstance to get into this place, and then nobody's in there. Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to learn how to do all this shit though. God damn it. But now it's all I want to do. Fuck. I'm so angry. I had such an easy idea. of just being a weird Grammy that walks around and sells Ultra Balls to people. And now. And now here we are. All right, Gmart, I might hit you. Next time I'm on, I might hit you up and be like, hey. How the fuck do I make trapdoors? Actually, no. I'm not gonna bother you with that yet. I'll start making an actual thing. But where should it be? In the middle of the desert? I want it to be somewhere really weird. I feel like in a lot of games, you're somewhere that's mostly abandoned, and then there will be like a really cutesy place, and you're like, what is this? And I want to be that for this. In the ocean. Fuck. Like a huge amount of water. And there's just, oh, but kitties hate water. Even better. There's just a huge amount of water. And there's like just one little plot of land with a weird cat cafe on it. Jesus Christ. Put it in the ghost tower. It's good so they can't escape. Oh, Lord. You can't, like... There isn't a way to put Pokemon in a place, right? It's not like with Minecraft where you can be like, I want a sheep, and you just, like, put a sheep in a pen. Right? You can't do that in this game. I couldn't make an island and then just put cats on it, could I? Yes, you can if you're okay with them fucking. Shit, I totally am. Do you know what Kraken has been doing? All I know is that he keeps badgering people for dittos. He's trying to, like, min-max to create the perfect Pokemon. You can make breeding pens. Oh, shit. Fuck. I went to Kraken's fuck castle. I don't want to go there. I don't want to see that. That boy loves breeding. Oof. I don't want to make a Pokemon mill. I just want there to be cats everywhere. I remember when this conversation was happy and PG. You're right. I'm sorry. Let's turn the other direction. Library Lad, thank you for gifting us up to Nanosphere. Welcome to your 3rd month. Someone's barbecuing outside and now I'm hungry again. Dude, we've been trying to clean our grill. We've had a grill at this place the whole time and we've never used it. So we're like trying to clean it because it's been so sunny and nice outside. And I really want to do like a potluck barbecue for my birthday. So we're like trying to clean the grill so that we can actually use it for shit. How's the baby? She's great. That shirt is amazing. I love Boruto's dad. Poor Naruto will never be the same. No, Dr. John, not yet. The guy who came out gave us an incredibly high quote. So actually today we have more AC boys from different companies coming out to check out the house and give us different quotes. Fingers crossed that they're not as expensive, because Jesus. Don't you just buy a new grill like everyone else? What? Is that what other people do? No, we've been like soaking it. We've been soaking the grills and then scrubbing them with a steel brush. Yeah, we have a portable AC unit in our bedroom. We had to have one because of the baby. Like, she just gets too hot. I know a dude who bought new socks instead of washing them. I actually also knew a person who did that, and it pissed me off. I get that new socks are like really fluffy and nice, but he at the very least he told everybody that that's what he did. And if he actually did that, I hate him. It was just like, nope. After I've worn my socks 2 or 3 times, I just buy new socks. I was like, why? We usually let the charcoal carbonize the crud, then brush it and apply some oil to the grate. Just burn the old socks. You evil motherfucker. Square, thank you for the 4 months. Barman, thank you so much for the 10. Going on a trip to Portland next week. Any tips on shit to see? God, people always ask me this, and I'm so bad about it. There's a really nice rose garden in Portland. There's a great restaurant called Pok Pok that I highly recommend. Just in general, Portland is a fun time. So I think you'll have a blast. Get some nice coffee and stuff. Nesidolan, thank you so much for the 10 months as well. Nagnag, thank you so much for all the biddies. Holy shit. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And Mad God Chris, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. Was it White Boy 7th Street? I don't know who that is. Shit, should I know who that is? Wait, do I know who that is? There have been times, okay, so legitimately, there have been times before where I've known somebody, but I do not know, like, what their online name is. Like, they're introduced to me with a normal, like, human name, right? And then the person is like, yeah, they do YouTube, or yeah, they're a streamer. And I'm like, cool. And I never watch them, and I don't know what their actual, like, online name is, really. And then, like, I'll see them online, or I'll see their Twitter handle and be like, who is this person? And I realize, oh, fuck, I totally know this person. It's time I finally made this joke. Since the Dex Bonus YouTube channel was made in 2011, does that mean your current Dex Bonus is +7? It sure does. Van Gherkin, what's up? Thank you for the 47 months. Holy shit, you're almost at the 4-year mark, my dude. Hell yeah. Oh, Powell City of Books. Yes, go do that. It's awesome. I am not a person who reads a ton of books, and I still absolutely love Powell City of Books. It's crazy. You feel like maybe you could murder a person there and people wouldn't find the body for a long time. Not to be weird. That was weird anyway, though. You know what? I'm not taking it back. Rob Poe, thank you so much for the 14 months. Hylian Hayes, thank you so much for the host. Napa the Kappa, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. And Evil Sasha, thank you for the 7 months. It's one of those places where you feel kind of lost sometimes. It's just a lot. There's a lot of books. I made a killer soup today. Normally what I make is like meh, but today it was awesome. Nice. Yandere alert. But I'm not in this hypothetical situation, I'm just killing somebody for the joy of killing them in a bookstore. I'm not killing them, like, for a yandere reason. A killer soup. Oh shit, now we're in a whole new area. Veronica, thank you for the 25 months. A Brilliant Master, thank you for the 45. And G-Men, thank you so much for the 5 months. I've been doing audiobooks through Audible for the longest time, and it's been a great experience. Yeah, I downloaded a few audiobooks for my walks with Clark. The last walk that I went on, though, I listened to the most recent Radio Lab episode, and it's called, I think it's called The Bad One, something like that. And it's entirely about, like, human nature and whether or not we are, like, inherently kind of, like, terrible. It's fascinating. They talk about those tests where, and I remember reading about this a long time ago. They talk about those tests that were done in, like, the 60s, where you're, like, where they take people into a room and have them press a button to shock somebody that they can't see, but you can hear the person, like, screaming. And they keep like upping the voltage and see how long the person will continue to shock a person that they can't see. It's like fascinating. They've done so many different variations on that test before. It's super, they talk about so much having to do with that. It's crazy. It's really interesting. That study was unethical, bogus. Well, that's why it's fascinating looking into all of the other types of tests that are like adjacent to that they've done. It's fascinating because like the one that a lot of people know about is the very first one, and that it was the same for me. I had only ever read about the very first one that was like, oh yeah, a lot of people, if they're told to, will just continue to shock a person until they're like potentially dead, like, which is crazy, right? But a lot of like scientists and psychologists really hate that that's the only one that people have ever heard of, because they've done so many different like varieties of that test to try and pinpoint what it is that we learn about human nature from that test. It's fascinating. Anyways. Fuck. Grumpy Grendel, thank you for the 22 months. Oz Lopez, thank you so much for the host. And Syndrax, thank you so much for all the biddies. So yeah, if you're looking for a podcast, if you've never listened to Radiolab, or if you haven't listened to it in a while, they did a series called the Gonad series. It was called the Gonad series, right? Yeah. There was like 3 different, like a series, like a mini series of 3 different podcasts that were entirely about like procreation and stuff, and it was fascinating. And then this most recent one, it's entirely about like the negative aspects of human nature. Radiolab is just fantastic in general. Neon Greenlight, thank you for the 43 months. And Killer Cadet, thank you for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. I appreciate the support. Gonads was so good, right? It was really good. I was talking about it for a really long time with my mom. I basically just like was like, you should really listen to this, but then just told her literally everything that they talked about in the episode, because I was like, yeah, and then like they were talking about this, and it was crazy, and like all of this other stuff, and like blah, 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 blah. Got really excited. I started watching Adventure Zone recently. It's so funny. Yeah, Adventure Zone for me took a few episodes for me to get into it, to be honest. I tried listening to the first couple of episodes multiple times, and I would either fall asleep or I would just like realize that I had spaced out during it. Like, it was the first episodes, I think, are really hard for whatever reason. But then it definitely picks up. It gets really good. Sassy Panda, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Katogangu. Alert, there's a lizard boy outside the window and the cats are going insane. Aw. There is some kind of an animal that gets into our backyard fairly often. I've never seen it, but I have heard it, and I know that when it gets back there, the cats fucking lose it, because it's always when like the cats are allowed outside and they're like walking around. There is something, and I don't know if it's like a raccoon or something. I don't know what it is, but it's enough that it terrifies the cats, and they run inside every time it's out there. And I'm always like, guess I'll close this because I don't know what's out there. An alligator? No, this is not alligator country. I never realized that Lisa Simpson's head looks so much like Naruto until I saw your shirt. Did you think this was a Simpsons shirt? And then I sat up more and you were like, oh, it's Naruto. It's been forever since I watched one of your streams. Well, welcome back. How's the baby? Are you doing all right? I am. Yeah, we're doing good. She's great. She sleeps really well, which is fantastic. But she's been in a bad mood for the last like couple of days, unfortunately. So, which I get, I get into bad moods. So, and I'm not even like trying to grow and learn a bunch of shit. It makes sense. Now I can't unsee it. Lady Jan, thank you so much for all the biddies. I got to dip for a birthday brunch, so cheers. Oh, have a good day. Have fun. And Potato, thank you for gifting a sub to Be Magical Mage. Be Magical Mage, welcome to the Katugungu. Is she teething? I don't think so. We asked our parents, and they told us, like, things to look for with teething. I, like, put my finger in her mouth. There's one spot that feels like maybe. But she's, like, she'll be super chill and just, like, hanging. And then all of a sudden she'll, like, get pissed. And we're not really sure what it is. It could, I don't know. It could be. In my mind, like, if I had an area of my mouth that was in constant pain, it wouldn't be like, I'm fine. And then suddenly I'm pissed, So it's hard. I don't know. So it might be teething, and I just don't know what teething is like. Random smells and scents triggering her. There aren't any weird smells in the house. I do have the Wonder Weeks app. Yeah. It's really hard to tell for us because I do look at that a lot. It says that she's potentially in a development leap right now, but when it said that she was potentially in one last time, it gave us all kinds of things to look for, and she didn't do any of the things that it said to look for. So it's like, it's just hard. It's hard for us to tell if she's in that, but it could be. She could just be growing. She could be like learning all kinds of stuff, and it's just stressing her out. Like, I don't know. So we're just snuggling her a lot and trying to help her through it when she gets upset. The Jones, thank you for the 35 months. I forgot to do this. Maybe it's been a few weeks that I've missed. Oh, well, welcome back. Croatian, thank you so much for the 4 months. And Avi, thank you for gifting us up to B9 Chomps. B9, welcome to your 2nd month. I don't think you would notice the smells. Me? But like, if she was smelling weird shit, it would mean that weird shit entered the house. It would mean that there were like people who smelled differently that were in the house, which there have not been. Babies are so complicated. They are. They're very complicated. They are very smell based. They can get stressed out if they don't smell like their parents or whoever they trust. If they don't smell something that's like familiar and comforting for a while, they can get super stressed out from that. Yeah, and they're like constantly downloading information, right? Like we at this point in our lives, we look around and we like pretty much know what's going on, right? Despite how many things are in this room right now, I know what all of them are, right? There's nothing about this room that like confuses me, aside from the fact that I don't understand why there are certain areas of this room that I still haven't gone through and figured out where things actually belong, right? But like I acknowledge like what things make sense, what things don't make sense, where things should be, if they're in the right spot, if they're not in the right spot, right? Like I there's nothing new for me to learn in here when I just look around, right? A baby, pretty much every time they look around is like figuring out something new and seeing something that they didn't see before, and like, right? Can you imagine? It makes so much sense that they get overwhelmed really easily. My moral teeth are coming out and it's mostly seasonal pain, so it could be teething. Or you think like sometimes it feels fine, but other times there's like pressure? Maybe. I don't know. I wish that, because the like, my mom got us one of those sets that's like 3 different teethers for all different areas of the mouth and whatever. I took out the early teether for the front teeth. Because where I did feel something that could be happening, it's like right here ish. And so, like I've been trying to just kind of like put it up against there for her because she can't hold it yet. And I'm like, man, she would probably feel a lot better if she could just hold this where she needs it if she is teething, you know? Yeah, we found that, so when my mom was here, we were taking her somewhere pretty much every day. And it was not only exhausting for her, it was also exhausting for me because I haven't really been doing any of that, right? Like I haven't been leaving the house very much. So, yeah, we would like take her out, and it after a couple of days, it became really obvious that that was like not overwhelming her, but it was sort of messing her up a little bit. You know, like the normal pattern that she had started to become used to. Like, I'm awake, I'm with mom, I'm with dad, I'm in the house, everything is like normal, right? And then I sleep again, and I wake up, and I eat, and I'm with mom, and I'm with dad, and I'm in my normal space, and then I sleep, and then I wake up, and I eat, right? Like that whole pattern for like days in a row was totally different. It was like, I sleep, and then I wake up, and I eat, and I'm getting in a car, and I'm going somewhere, and I'm seeing stuff I've never seen before, and then I'm coming home, and then I'm maybe sleeping, and then I wake up, and I'm kind of like not sure what's going on, and maybe I need to sleep more. I don't know. I'm kind of stressed out, right? Like she just seemed weird for those days. And I honestly think it was because she saw so much new stuff so rapidly. The outside world is scary. She just wants to stay inside like us, right? It makes sense. Matsukawa, thank you so much for subscribing. Some Weeb, thank you so much for the donation. I tried looking for the MangaPod episode covering Made in Abyss. I can't find it. Can you give me a TLDR of your opinion on the manga, and have you read any more of it? The manga made me uncomfortable, not because of like little kids being in horrifying situations. I honestly thought that all of that was fascinating. But the mangaka, like, I'm trying to think of how to put this. There are way too many instances where it felt like there was no reason for these kids to be naked. If that makes sense. Like, way too many points where I was like, there was no reason for this kid to be naked in this panel. Like, no reason whatsoever. And it made me super uncomfortable reading it. If it had just been and maybe this sounds stupid, but if it had just been a manga about like these little kids who are like, we're going on an adventure, and the adventure is fucking horrifying, right? I would have been super down for that. But the fact that they kept like putting in these moments that made me feel so just like icky. And again, maybe it's like a kid potentially getting like a limb cut off probably should have made me also feel icky. But for some reason, there was just like a difference there that I couldn't really get over. So I wasn't able to enjoy it really. So yeah, very interesting, potentially cool story, but not something that I think I'll ever go back to, unfortunately. Truth Enigma, thank you so much for the 10 months. Random, thank you for the 23. Bren Rowe, thank you for the 7. Lovely Shrinkers, thank you for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. Mughal Messiah, thank you for the 17 months. And Mark Cicalella, thank you so much for the biddies. We're talking about Made in Abyss. It got real weird real often. Yeah, a friend of mine who has read like way further in the manga has said like, if anything, it just gets worse in terms of that. And I was like, then I'm out. I'm out. I'm not gonna do that then. You're wearing the shirt. Hell yeah, I am. Danny, I was just talking about that Stay Chill shirt with the Snorlax on it, or the Slowbro on it, and how I bought it for Sam, and Sam never wears it, so I wear it all the time. And I remembered that you also have that shirt. What I'm saying is, when we're at Rose City, we should probably both wear that shirt. Slowpoke. I'm sorry. I don't know Pokemon. Have I not established this? She's American. It's how it works. I'm fine with nudity when it's not on an 11-year-old. Like, really detailed nipples for no reason on an 11-year-old is not cool with me. I've never raised a baby, but we have raised tons of puppies. They do way better for them later in life to get lots of exposure to the unknown and strange early in life. They're less likely to freak if strange is the normal. Yeah, I'm wondering that about travel too, because everybody keeps being like, oh man, you're gonna like travel with her so early, because I'm taking her to Oregon for Rose City. And so yeah, everybody keeps being like, oof, that's gonna be rough, isn't it? But I think the earlier the better, right? For her to like kind of get used to travel. I don't know, because everybody's always like, oh my god, traveling with babies is a nightmare. I'm like, well, if I figure it out earlier rather than later, won't that be better? When will you show us? When will I show you what? What? God, Dodger, don't you know how to tell your Slowpoke from your Slowbro? I'm sorry, I don't know Pokemons. A tip that my parents learned from their doctor: if you're on a plane or anything, if your baby starts to cry, immediately feed them. Apparently it works. Okay, that's easy. If she gets stressed out with just a weird day, traveling will be very bad. But it's not like she gets home and just like has a screaming fit for the rest of the day, right? You can just, as her mom, I can tell she's just off. You know, she experienced like a lot of new stuff. But she's always, when we're out, she's great. She's absolute, like, she has yet to do anything other than just look around like, whoa, new stuff, right? She loves Lowe's. Lowe's is great for her. Walking around Lowe's, she's just like, wow. change this topic, please? What do you mean? Ours is loving the light section at IKEA. Yeah, babies love lights. It like really concerns Sam. She'll just be like staring at lights and he's like, that can't be good for her, right? That can't be good for her. I'm like, I don't know how we're supposed to keep her from staring at lights other than just like doing this on her face. Like there are lights everywhere. Cooter, thank you for the 41 months. And Will Cubed, thank you for the 28. Hi, Cranner. How are you? My fiance works at Lowe's. My 1-year-old son loves visiting his dad there. Yeah, there's just so much stuff there, right? Did I tell you guys I finally bought paint? I'm so excited. I finally bought paint to repaint the little end table that's in the baby room. And I really want to use it to also do some like stencil stuff on the walls, but I haven't totally decided yet. You remember like a long time ago, we were joking. We were joking about putting Go Beyond in like giant letters up there. And then we didn't wind up doing it, right? And now I'm like, but I have paint. But now I have paint. So I could just put that up there. And it's like a peachy color. So like if I put it up there without asking, and then Sam came home and was like, what the fuck have you done? We could always paint over it. Any special plans for your birthday? I just want to have a little barbecue. I just want to have a little potluck barbecue. Light is good for developing eyes. New research suggests reduced exposure to sunlight is causing increased rates of myopia. What is myopia? Hold on, I'm looking it up. Lack of imagination, foresight, or intellectual insight? Oh, nearsightedness. What the fuck? That was so weird. That was so weird. Myopia, nearsightedness. But then it says lack of imagination, foresight, or intellectual insight. What the fuck? How weird is that? What happened there? Well, I've been taking her on lots of walks outside. So she should be fine. Sunlight doesn't touch her little body, though. And just in case I put baby sun cream, like, all over her. If you're nearsighted, then you got no imagination. Fuck, I'm nearsighted. This is why I'm bad at Minecraft. Fuck, it's all coming together. Yeah, we're just going to chat today because I definitely have to end at noon, unfortunately. I'm nearsighted too. Fuck, Danny, we're screwed. Cat Gang will never take off. We lack too much imagination. I stared at the sun when I was a kid to see what would happen. What? Buddy. 20 minutes until it's noon here. So we got 20 more minutes talking about goofs. How did we even start Cat Gang with our doo-doo eyes and brains? I just don't know. Zeman, thank you for the 7 months. I also did that. My eyes are mighty. Who knows? Does the sun help or hinder? That's why you have Sam for all the ideas. Sam does have great ideas pretty much always. It's that focus. How old am I? I am about to turn 31. You're welcome for the dab. My friend loved Snow White as a kid. When the movie got to the part where she'd eat the apple, he'd save her by rewinding the tape so it didn't happen. That's really cute. That's real cute. You look like you're over 15. Why, thank you. Brontonoms, thank you for the 40 months. And Lunar Armor, thank you so much for the biddies. Yeah, I still get carded all the time. So I feel like, maybe this isn't true. I feel like once you have a kid, there's like a weird shift that happens with you where you just like exude parent vibes. And I feel like if I exude enough parent vibes, I won't get carded anymore. But we'll have to see. I am older than Sam, only by a year. That doesn't stop him from calling me a cougar. But yeah. I didn't, Danny. Yeah, so Danny and I are actually wait. So CoxCon for us for Cat Gang was kind of a disaster. We paid a lot of money to have a lot of stuff printed, a lot of money in shipping to get it to England, and then it was caught in customs and then was sent back. So we are, also like plane tickets and hotel and all of that stuff for Danny so that he could be there to sell stuff. We are like pretty deep in the hole right now, unfortunately. So we are wanting to do some kind of like a fun stream together next Saturday, doing like art stuff and raising money and selling Cat Gang stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, we would love for you to come and hang out with us. We're thinking like, certain amounts of money will get like commissions or things like that. So it should be fun. Just hang out and draw stuff and promote Cat Gang. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, we would love it if you would come and hang out with us on Saturday. We don't know the specifics. We haven't set anything up yet. But yeah. Why not open an online store? We have an online store. There's a big button below the stream. Why did customs turn away the Cat Gang stuff? That's like a complicated answer. It just got stuck there, and there was just no way to get it out in time. So it's not that they wouldn't release it. It was that the projected time that it could be released was like days later. So there was just no way for us to get it out in time. Unfortunately. We were told that typically that doesn't happen, that like this was such a huge weird fluke, but in order to get it out, they just needed like all of this extra stuff, and even then they would need to review it, and it was bad. So believe me, we did all that we could. We didn't want to be in a position where we spent like thousands of dollars and got nothing out of it. It's like we did everything that we could. It just wasn't going to happen. So, yeah. So Danny and I have been talking, and we really want to do something to try and make up the difference. And hopefully you guys can get some cool Cat Gang stuff. And we'll probably do like a couple giveaways and things like that. So, yeah. So you should tune in. Customs can be rough. This is my first time ever like really dealing with customs, and Jesus Christ, it's nuts because like they tell everybody something different. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like they told Yeti something different. They told us something different. Our lovely dude who like went to customs to try and pick up our stuff was told something different. It was just such a fucking mess. We were just like, I don't garb. But if you are in Oregon and planning on going to Rose City Comic Con, we will also be selling stuff at Rose City Comic Con. So that should be our first like good booth situation. So we're excited about that. Yensho, thank you for the 31 months. Svensonitis, thank you for the 18. Raptor, thank you for the biddies. Why don't you host a meetup somewhere in LA and sell Cat Gang merch? That would be another situation where we'd have to like ship a bunch of stuff to LA. I mean, it would be fun. That would be fun, but it's not going to be, it would be something that needed like a lot of planning. Kaylee Nicole, thank you for the 16 months. And Boomkin Dave, thank you so much for subscribing. Like doing some kind of a pop-up shop. Believe me, I've thought about that. Also, if you're in PDX, don't go downtown. It's dangerous right now because of a neo-Nazi thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, thank you for letting us know, Danny. How long is it from when you stopped doing coffee time on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know how long it's been. The wife and I just bought tickets to Rose City a couple days ago. You gotta come say hi to us. We'll be there. I won't be there on Sunday because my family is putting together a big barbecue so that people can meet Clark. But Danny will be there every day. I'll be there Friday, Saturday. Why can't it be a Neopets thing? My thoughts exactly. Splurgabon Philog, thank you so much for the biddies. Next coffee time when? We're doing it right now. Next coffee time right now. I can start calling these coffee time if you want, if that makes everybody feel better. But let's be real. I've been doing coffee time almost every time I stream. Coffee time in my IRL stream? Quick, somebody make the meme. More likely than you think. Ever tried those mushroom coffees? They're pretty good. I don't think I did. I tried the cat poop coffee. And it tasted like coffee. Civet cat coffee. But I don't think I've tried a mushroom coffee. October 12th, 2015 was the last coffee time. Oh shit. 15? Whoa! It's been almost 3 years since my last coffee time. That is crazy. You drinking doo-doo now? Yo, guys, you don't know about civet cat coffee? The cats poop out the beans. And then you make the coffee with it. It's very expensive, very luxurious coffee. And guess what? It tastes like coffee. It was not so incredible that I was like, damn, I understand why we wait for cats to poop this out. I hate our species sometimes. I feel like it's less involved than trying to get cashews, right? Ever since I looked up how they harvest cashews, I was like, who did this first? Who thought I'm gonna eat this thing? Look up how they harvest cashews. It'll suddenly make sense why they're so fucking expensive. Did you brew it yourself? I brewed it myself, yes. Who thought it was a good idea to try cat poop? You're not eating the poop. You're eating the coffee bean that's in the poop. Cashews suck. Sorry. I don't know what happened, but I don't enjoy eating cashews anymore. And I don't know what happened there. Cashews can be in something and I'm cool with it, but like just eating a cashew, there's just something heavy about it. I don't know, heavy, maybe that's the wrong word. Cashews just taste weird to me now for some reason. My manager thinks all coffee comes from poop. What? 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 That's so weird. Your eyes match your shirt and it's really distracting. When I wear green things, my eyes look super green, yeah. And when I wear blue things, my eyes look super blue. I have those sorts of eyes that just aren't anything. They just don't want to commit to anything. Clark has fucking blue eyes. It's nuts. When we first had her, her eyes were like this really dark, like deep sea blue. And the longer that she's alive, they're lightening up and they're starting to turn like kind of like icy blue color, which is my dad's eyes straight up look like ice blue. Like they're terrifying. So I'm like, oh no. She's taking after her grandpappy. Eadsy, thank you so much for the 4 months. Blacklight, thank you for the 3. And Pip on a Stook, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. Clark White Walker confirmed. Absolutely. Aren't all babies born with blue eyes? No. Your eyes can change, though, up to like, what is it? They say potentially up to like the 2-year mark. Your eyes can change. But like my eyes were not blue when I was born. My sister's eyes were brown when she was born, and she has brown eyes. I have one green and one blue. Nice. Heterochromia. Is that what that's called? When you have 2 different eyeballs? Yeah, for me, it entirely has to do with like what I'm wearing and how much light is in the room. There are coffee times where there's a lot of light like right in front of me and my eyes look crazy blue. But when you're just like face to face talking with me, my eyes never look that blue ever. It's just because there was so much light like directly at me. Yeah, I think my eyes are more green than anything. Is that the excuse for fooling me into drawing your eyes blue for so many years? Look, I thought it wasn't a big deal. Danny will never let go that, because Danny's been like making all my intros and all of my shit for years now. And who was it? Jeannie, who was like, yeah, her eyes aren't blue though. Danny fucking threw a fit. Jeannie showed me the truth. Isn't that, sometimes they do look blue though, Danny? Green eyes mean that you're a fantasy protagonist? No. Purple eyes are a fantasy protagonist. My name is Gloria Philadarpus, and I was born with purple eyes. In my world, it means that my body is coursing with magic. Magic that I will never be able to use because my father put a lock on my magic powers when I was a baby. I don't know. Purple or yellow. Yes, yellow eyes are also a fantasy protagonist color. Thorn, thank you so much for the 7 months. Technically longer. Thanks, Twitch. But anyway, here's to many more awesome days. I'm drinking out of my Dodger coffee mug and didn't even think about it till now as I watch and drink. Well, thank you so much. And Lord Nova, thank you for the 9 months. Happy Twitch, baby. Started so strong. I know it fell apart. I'm sorry. How long has the house cat tea been there? I like it. Danny, when did we put the house cat tea up? In like April? March or April? It's a very relatable set of t-shirts and sweaters. I think March. Yeah, I think it was March too. Because it was before. It was a decent amount of time before I had Clark. I'm pretty sure. That bed always has stuff on it. The futon. Yeah, we were doing a bunch of laundry yesterday, and guess what? It didn't bother to bring it upstairs. Sometimes, when your baby is screaming about something, you just decide, you know what? I'm going to take you upstairs and not bother with anything else that's downstairs because I just don't want to deal with it. Because when she's in a bad mood, and like take her upstairs and she's in the AC and she feels better, but she's like in that headspace where she's on the verge of getting upset again. And I know if I go downstairs, at some point, she's going to decide she's not okay and just start screaming. So Lasco, thank you so much for the biddies. They only let me watch one ad. Guess every bit counts. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And Lillian Luna, thank you so much for the host. She is. She's priority. Where is baby? She's with her daddy. They're still sleeping. Babu doesn't want you to have clean clothes. How's the heat there? It's not too bad right now. I'm a little schwitzy, but sometimes it's hard to tell because this light is here. So, let's see. What is the weather currently? 80 degrees, and it is noon. So that's not too bad comparatively for the way that it's been. Bildo T. Baggins, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Katogangu. When she said Lillian, I was like, well, how does she know my name? I've had 3 showers today. It's horrible. It's not even worth taking a shower sometimes, man. Because you get out of the shower and you're just sweaty the second that you leave. It's like... Silpha, oh my gosh, thank you so much for all the biddies. I appreciate it. All hail Cat Gang. Thank you so much. And Wabba Jack, thank you so much for all the biddies as well. I appreciate it, guys. You get hot the instant you get out. Yeah. You're just like, then you're just like wetter. You're already like kind of wet because of the sweat. Then you take a shower and you get out of the shower and you're like, I somehow made this worse. It's rainy here. I love it. I wish that it was raining here. Man. Clark needs a dog. One day. One day she'll have a pupper. I've been taking cold showers this summer. I've been almost taking exclusively cold showers. Yeah, they feel amazing. Or, you just jump right in the water. Since we got that pool. It hasn't rained in months where I live. We're not used to the heat. I've lived here for, 8 years now. And I'm still not totally used to the heat. Hold on. Let me text a thing real fast. Aw. My mom said, I miss you guys. I miss you too, Mommy. I love you. Is the AC guy dropping by today? I think to some extent you get used to the heat of where you grew up and it never entirely changes after you move. I agree with that. I've lived here for long enough that I feel like I should be a lot better with the heat. And I think I am. I just don't totally realize it, you know? The fact that I'm okay in 80-degree heat, before I was not. When I moved from Oregon, I was not okay with 80-degree heat. So, yeah. And also, when I go home, I feel like I get colder easier. And then, you know, of course, everybody has to give you the ribbon. Your whole family. When you come from a place like that, your whole family, when you go home and you're like, oh, I need a sweater. They're like, oh, you need a sweater. I'm like, yeah, I need a sweater because I'm cold, okay? I'm melting in England. Yeah, it's been bad in England, huh? SMD should be in podcast format. I've wondered about that before. I don't think that SMD would do well for a podcast because there's so many awkward pauses. Like, imagine that there was no video. Okay? Imagine that there was no video. Those moments when I'm reading chat and there's just silence, would that not be the weirdest shit ever in a podcast? I think it would be. Thursus, thank you so much for the biddies. Poppy Widow, thank you so much for the 7 months. And Chezzy TV, thank you so much for the 8 months. There are podcast players that can eliminate dead air. What? Weird. Low latency mode might help a little for the pauses. I don't think so. Because the pause would always be there because the pause is me reading. Right? You would have to include chat somehow. I would have to get more used to reading. I think I'm already okay at it, like reading out what I'm responding to, but sometimes I don't. As someone who sometimes only listens to SMD, it is really weird. Okay, thank you for the... Yeah, I figured it must be. I can't wait to be back home. I don't handle heat too well. Oh, has it been a good trip though, Arner? I've lived in Arizona for like 13 years. I still can't take the heat. Oof. Arizona too. Damn. Imagine, if you will, a dark vodcast. Oof. You have to start taking callers. Oh my god, I've watched streams where people have done that, where they've let like viewers call in somehow. It's always weird to me. It always seems weird. Because so when I have seen it, it's been like somebody's streaming, right? And they're playing a game, and then somebody like hops on and they're talking with like a viewer while they're playing the game, and the viewer's like talking with them about something, but they're focusing on the game, right? So it always feels odd because it's not a conversation where the other person is, where like the streamer is fully paying attention. It always just seems really weird. It always feels really awkward. Like, either play the game or talk to this person, because you can't do, like, you're not doing very well at both, you know? You would need a thorough screening process. Oh, for sure. For sure. Digibro brings in people to argue with. The Unqualified podcast has a great call-in segment, but it's mission-oriented. They're calling to talk about something specific. Right, like a radio show. When you're talking about something and you're like, what do you think? Give us a call. Right? Alice Goose, thank you so much for the biddies. Video Gamer People Sometime, thank you for the 22 months. Light, thank you for the 6 months. And Kyle M, thank you so much for the 3. Exactly. It's to try and help people with problems. Right. Our lines are open. Is Sam pumped for WoW BFA? Oh my God. The other night, remember how I was saying that Sam has been like explaining everything about Pokemon breeding to me? The other day, he took, I don't even know how long, and explained everything about the story that's leading up to Battle for Azeroth to me. Because I played vanilla WoW and that was it, right? So he like showed me a video for Battle for Azeroth and I had no frame of reference for anything that was going on in it. And he was like, all right, let me help you out. here's what's going on, right? And I've learned so much. I learned so much about what's going on for Battle for Azeroth. And I feel like I'm going to assume that there are probably people in chat right now who have specifically stayed away from the videos that are of like the opening cutscene, or maybe just like don't want to know or haven't dove in yet. So I'm not going to like spoil anything. I have such limited knowledge anyway that I just don't want to. But something has happened. Right? Something has happened in WoW. Battle for Azeroth, to me, when they announced it, I was like, oh, this is cool because it feels like it's a very like faction pride sort of a thing, right? But something has now happened in WoW that felt like pride is very one-sided. Like one side has reasons to feel pride and the other side kind of doesn't. Like to me as an outsider, right? And I was like, what a weird, it feels like it's so strange that they released like this video or like this information before it's come out. I don't know. So that was my reaction after Sam explained everything and showed me everything. I was like, was this a good idea? Was this a good idea? I don't know. But again, I'm not involved. I'm not like for the Horde, for the Alliance. I don't care, right? I'm not part of it. But as an outsider looking in, I'm like, Kyle M, thank you so much for the 3 months. Peace Dooger, thank you for the 7. Lady C, thank you so much for the biddies. I've been in hospital from having sickle cell. Oh my God. I'm home now. So happy. Watching your streams in YouTube brings me so much comfort and joy, helping me get through the painful times. Thank you. Lady C, I'm so sorry. I'm glad that you're home. That's great. Oof. Oh my goodness. Avaloth, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. And the A11, thank you for the 29. Dukes is like the shopkeeper that sells weapons to both sides. Ask Sam if he's more like Sylvanas or Sourfang. Oh, 100% Sourfang. I think Sam is very hashtag not my war chief. Like, I think he's full on in that. But he's also Alliance at heart. He only plays Horde because all of his friends play Horde. So I don't even know who Sourfang is. I didn't know who Sourfang was until Sam gave me the rundown, right? So Have you been keeping up with any anime this season? No, I keep meaning to watch Grand Blue because I love the manga. I think the manga is so fucking funny. But once again, I'm letting other people like taint me. People keep saying, "Oh, the anime doesn't really hold up. It's like not nearly as funny as the manga," which is such a bummer. So now I'm like, do I even want to watch it? Do I even want to watch it? I don't know. All right, let's bring up our list of new repeating subscribers. There's a Grand Blue anime. Yeah, it's airing right now. And guys, the Grand Blue manga is so funny. When I read the description for it, I was like, this is not... I'm not going to enjoy this. I'm pretty sure. And then it wound up being one of the funniest manga I've read in a really, really long time. Like, it's super funny, right? But apparently the anime just like doesn't quite make the jokes land, which sucks. So, Dennis Ariam, thank you so much for the 7 months. I wish I could afford to keep up with manga. I'm hella broke at the moment. I mean, there are ways to read manga. But yeah, I understand. I tried watching the first couple of episodes and I decided to stick with the manga. Man, that sucks. Okay. Thank you so much to My Conductor, El Fractor, and Koa. I'm Ivor, Linkus20, Water Dragon, The Red Baron, RC, Vortrixus, Apex Ultima, Rejoice I'm Moist, what a name, Boogalama, Haluja, the Patty McBee, Lily Extreme, Lunar Skycat, Muna Draws On, Mighty Deacon, Erwin Blah, Seven Zark 7, Rhinoshi, Snow White Tiger, Air Adept, Lord Bog, Rapid Ninja, Super Rave Monster, Ginster, Multi 987, Arms Like Noodles, Me Like Small Matters, Uko Finn, Coop 15, Our Radis, This Is Veronica, Mono Pandora, Lamas X3, Rema, Arctic Fox, Valo 101, Obsidian Jeff, Undead Cat, Hugh Burticus, Cabrid, Mana Cactus, Q Chronode, Greyhound Exile, Van Triage, Stairway to Nirvana, Katas, PJ the Villain, Nanosphere, Grumpy Grendel, Nappa the Kappa, Mad God Chris, Nesidolan, Killer Cadet, Sassy Panda, Be Magical Mage, B9 Chomps, Romancer, Hapole, Zeben, Matsukawa, Kaylee Nicole, Boomkin Dave, Edeezy, Pip on a Stook, no really it's Matt, Chezzy T, Bildo T. Baggins, Lord Nova, Chewy Cookies, Video Gamer People Sometime, Yellow F. Fontaine, and Avaloth. Thank you all so much. I appreciate all of the support today. Also, Crimchi, thank you for the 11 months. Mac TX, thank you for the 11 as well. And Capsimistic, thank you so much for the host right at the end here. Let's see. Who's doing stuff right now? Oh, lots of people. Okay. Guys, let's raid Quiston and show her some love. Have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. I will see you on Monday. And, yeah. Be excellent to each other and party on, dude. Bye-bye.